Sitting on a park bench with Yandere-chan, she turns and offers you onigiri, saying she made it just for you. She put a lot of love in it, so you must try some, please. She stares intently at your hand, watching you carefully as you go to eat it. She tells you that she put something in it. Do you want to know what? Blushing awkwardly, she tells you that it's karage, fried chicken, since she thought that boys would like it. She shows you a picture of her and her grandma, saying that it was her grandma who made the karage. While you were out playing PE, you heard a bunch of cheering along with ominous mumbling from the wall where Yandere-chan sat. An aura that looked foul came from where she was, but all was not what it seemed. Trying her best, Yandere-chan was doing her utmost to cheer you on, despite being so nervous, telling you to do your best and go. Working up more courage, she calls out more, commenting on how well you were playing and how you should, fight on. You approach Yandere-chan and ask her about her bandages. She is surprised you asked, and asks a question in return. Are you worried about her? After you tell her that you are worried, she asks that maybe you should come to her home after school. Arriving at Yandere-chan's house after school, you go to her adorable room and meet Nya-chan, who takes an instant shine to you. Yandere-chan comments on her Nya-chan liking you so much, and she always scratches her when she tries to touch her. The rest of the time that you were there, Yandere-chan stared at you with a pouty face until you went home. While you sat in the nurse's office, Yandere-chan appeared. She comments that the nurse isn't here to help you, and you have an injured leg. She decides to move in closer and see the wound for herself. With a peculiar look on her face, she comments in surprise that your knee is bleeding. Blood. Looking up the instructions on her phone, Yandere-chan begins to clean your wound, starting with a disinfection, carefully and delicately dabbing the injury with a sterile cotton wad and disinfectant. She attempted to wrap your knee but messed it up. She cried a little, apologizing for the disaster, but you thanked her a lot afterwards. Walking home with Yandere-chan, she asks to borrow your finger and begins to tie a string around it. With darkening eyes, she tells you to look. The red string of fate has tied the two of you together, a sign to be sure. After realizing what she said, Yandere-chan went as red as physically possible while her eyes were locked with yours. Embarrassed, she unties the string, saying, "Just kidding," looking as adorable as possible as she does so. As she steams from overheating from embarrassment, she asks you to just forget about what she just did. Please. You say nothing but pet her head gently. Approaching you with a veiled look, Yandere-chan asks you to look at a picture she took. It's amazing. Searching on her phone, Yandere-chan makes more and more disturbing comments, saying that there's so much blood, guts, sinew, organs just flying everywhere. Finally finding the picture, she shows you. It's her best attempt at making grilled eel. Her dad went fishing and caught them, so she helped prepare them. She looked so proud and happy telling you all this, but all you could think was, amazing. Staying at Yandere-chan's house, the power tripped, causing the room to be plunged into pitch darkness. She pulled out a flashlight and turned it on, illuminating the two of you. Turning villainous, she comments on how she likes the darkness. She was born in it, molded by it. She really likes this darkness. Hearing something fall in the darkness, Yandere-chan latched onto you, starting to tear up and dropping the flashlight in the panic. Teary-eyed, Yandere-chan confesses that she was just pretending to be strong. She's sorry and she pleads with you to turn on the lights. You were slow to act because you wanted this moment to last as long as it could.